Hello, everybody. This is Tatianna Tarot with another tarot energy forecast for the week of October 10th all the way to October 16th. Don't mind me. I'm about to get started, so I have to sage the deck. I haven't used this in a while. I've been using my regular Rider Waite, and it's been working out very well. I just get called to use whatever decks I most need in the moment. And so this week, I'm going to be pulling out a card for every 2 days. One for the 10th and the 11th, another one for the 12th and the 13th, and another one for the weekend, the 14th all the way to the 16th. And to sum it all up, I like to pull a card from an Oracle deck, and my homegirl allowed me to use her deck, Rumi Oracle by Alana Fairchild. I've only used this once, and I think that was 2 weeks ago in a video I had done here, and I got a lot of amazing raves for it, so I'm going to use it again because it's very profound, and we're going to see what messages are in store for us, what Spirit most wants us to know for this week heading into mid-October. So everyone just settle down your energies, and I want you to switch your consciousness from thinking to feeling into your heart space. And from this area, I want you to project your energy to the screen as I'm shuffling the cards. So for the highest good of all involved, I ask Spirit to come through in love and light to guide us all today. Whoever is watching, whoever is tuning in, may we receive a message that is going to resonate with us all, that is going to help us in our personal development, spiritual development, and emotional development in love and light. I ask that you provide me with insight, guidance, clarity, and information on how to elevate ourselves and how to lift our vibrations and whatever it is we most need to know at this time. Come true. Allow me to be the vessel for all of you. And allow me to translate this in a way that is going to touch the hearts of many. Ashe, I thank you, spirits. I thank you, ancestors. Thank you, Orishas. Thank the Lord. Thank you, Papa Legba, for allowing me to pass the gates and to deliver this message for all of us today. And thank you for tuning in. Before I start, you're more than welcome to whip out a pen and paper. If you want to record, you can record. That's because I'm going to go into tangents, and so it's important for you to jot down anything that is going to inspire you along the way, or anything that resonates with you, anything that pops up, information. Don't discredit anything in the background, any noise. Everything is inherently a part of your experience, and therefore it's validated. It is important. It is meaningful. So don't discredit what goes on behind the scenes, because that may be a sign for you. Particularly if I'm saying something and an alarm goes off, or you get information about someone, you start thinking about someone, you might just want to write that down on the side and then figure out what it means to you a little bit later on. If the message doesn't immediately resonate with you, it may just be that you need to deliver it and pass it on to someone else. Serendipitously, you are the messenger. Or it may just be that it's going to impact you in a way a little bit later in the future, where you can use that information then rather than now. It just so happens to be the case that you may need to hear it now, and it needs to permeate through you for some reason. So just bear in mind that that's a possibility as well, and just have an open heart throughout the whole session, because that is where you gain the best effects and the best results. Okay, so in love and light, Spirit, what is it that we most need to know for Monday, October 10th? I'm always bad with dates. I'm like, October 10th. And Tuesday, October 11th. Okay, now I'm feeling the pull to pull out 2 cards and getting, getting some information on that. So Monday and Tuesday, this new supermoon that has passed us in September, on September 30th, have left some people with some residue, emotional residue, that doesn't necessarily feel all hunky-dory, happy, expansive, joyful, awesome energy. I do guarantee that it is positive and it is for the benefit of all, but we may be feeling remnants of that residue now, or clarity of such as to why that has left you feeling a type of way, quote unquote, or has left you feeling maybe in discord with your spirit. That information on that may be popping up now this week, particularly with Monday and Tuesday of October 10th and October 11th. We are getting, Yani, this is the Five of Swords, okay, in conjunction with the Three of Swords. Swords, very heady information, very mental, pertains to the air, pertains to the intangible, pertains to the spirit realm as well. I would associate swords with spirit realm because it's associated with air. And it is all pervasive. It is all around us. So just bear in mind that these particular days, you may be overtly calculated. You may be overtly in your brain, and not necessarily focused or conscious of what is going on around you, either not grounded and not just clear-headed, so to speak. So I'm gonna break it down one card at a time, and then I'm gonna tie it in together. So this video might be longer than normal, but just bear with me because there's some important information here for you. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. So the Five of Swords deals with disillusion. It deals with a couple of things. There are multiple messages embedded in one card. But this card is kind of communicating to me that something here is not quite right. And this might be something that has been lingering inside of you. Information that you can pick up on, that you were able to tell for quite some time. But now it's kind of coming up to the surface. This may be feeling defeated, or feeling as if someone has taken advantage of you in some way, or maybe has not fully revealed the truth to you, or they're playing you behind your back. This may be that you're doing something shady, is questionable, and that you're now facing the repercussions of such. It is karmic retribution in some way. The Five of Swords is kind of pertaining to mental defeat, a defeatist type of mentality that makes you feel as if you can't move forward, or you need to uncover more than what meets the eye because you're not really getting all full substance from what you see or what you're communicating with other people. Can be a questionable person in your life. Can be the fact that you really find out about the truth about someone, and it happened to be an illusion this whole time, and it's like a slap to your face. It may also deal with a sense of resilience and a sense of inner satisfaction, that you're coming to a point in your life where you can't even be surprised about what pops up randomly, and it may even be chaos that pops up, but it's like you can't even trip over that, and you can't even front over it, because it's like you've dealt with so much crap in the past, you dealt with so much shit, that at this point you're like very much a warrior, and you know how to handle it, and you know that through your mental realm, and through strategizing, and through thinking clearly, and in seeing the facts for what they are, you will find a more efficient way out of the battle and out of the chaos, rather than residing in your emotional realm and getting all touchy about it. This card is about doing something. It can hint at vindictive behavior. It can hint at revenge, potentially. I would always say, do you. I'm not gonna tell you otherwise. You're responsible adults. You have your own moral compass to abide by, and it is ultimately your life, and you have free will in what you want to do. But karma is very real, so be careful of what you're projecting out there. And if you're picking up on any shady behavior, you don't have any facts towards it, I would say trust your vibes. Observe the circumstances. Think clearly. Don't necessarily assume the worst all the way. Don't play mind games on yourself, or don't play mind games on others. But also, just, use your discernment. Just observe people. See if their actions mirror mirror what they're talking about, and whether or not you can see behind the scenes. You can read between the lines and see whether there's something more there that isn't being verbally expressed or shown. um, it is kind of telling me that through all this air and mental influence, you can really cut through any illusion. You can cut through any bullshit at this time, should you choose. But there's also a fine line between making up stories in your brain and really seeing things for what they are. So again, don't make any assumptions and don't project your own personal baggage onto other people. You want to be very level-headed. You want to be grounded during these first days of the week, because the influence shows that this is not really a very grounding type of element that is falling onto your lap. You may be succumbed to living in your head, making up stories, assuming the worst, paranoia. You may feel vindictive. You may feel like you need to get somebody back, or someone's trying to get back at you. But at the same time, you may find out that this is truth. People may reveal themselves to you in a way that's very shocking. You may get very shocking news in media, information out in society that's like, oh my God, I did not expect that to happen. It's been a game this whole time. And so this is where we come with the Three of Swords. And Three of Swords is showing you that something here is not right. Your mind ain't added up to your heart. So when those two are not functioning together, you're not living in your pure potentiality. You're not living in accordance to spirit. You're not in alignment. There's some funkiness going on. This may be heartbreak. This may be sorrow. This may be frustration and anxiety, particularly with a battle that you once endured, and maybe you feel like you're losing, or someone has stripped value from you, and you're like, what the hell? Why are you trying to mess with my glory? Why are you trying to mess with my abundance? I thought we can all share. Now this is not the case. And so there might be a harsh reality here that is shown to you. Okay, so these first couple of days, Monday and Tuesday, they're not all hunky-dory. They're not all like woo-woo, let's hold hands and double dutch. It is gonna be a real scenario being presented to you, where you have to be an adult and you have to make the appropriate decisions for you to either move forward or confront this energy, whether that be inside of yourself or externally with people around you. I would say it's a great time to do protection rituals. I would say it's a great time to focus on the positive, focus on what you want to happen instead of not what you want to happen. And most importantly, be very persistent on making it on top without stepping on other people's toes, because that may have been the case of how you've gotten thus far. Like, it may be the case of why you're dealing with what you're dealing with at the moment. It is a great time. Again, protection rituals is super effective. It's a good time to purge your emotions if you're still lingering with something that is popping up from the past that causes you a lot of grief and resentment. Now is not a time to play the blame game. Now is the time to take accountability and responsibility for your own recovery, for your own healing, and to really resonate with the truth. What is your truth? What is going to bring you back to whole? What is going to heal your heart? What is going to enable you, to inspire you to follow your heart? And what is going to clear your mind? And what's going to get you thinking in accordance to your own benefit, and helping you along the way. So that is for Monday and Tuesday, and that is a very heavy influence. But again, purging, recovering, disclosing secrets will be made to you. It's gonna be an interesting time, so hang in there, okay? Again, it wouldn't be a bad idea to become the hermit, to just be like, I'm just gonna like chill behind the scenes and just see what you bring to me. I'm not gonna go to you. I'm just gonna see what you bring to me, and I'm just gonna watch and see what this game is. It may also be a time for you to be a hermit because you need to be introspective and you need to realize how everything around you is a mirror. So if there's something shady happening directly to you, you are co-creating with that, and you may have played a role in that by being shady in some way, and you need to shine light to that. You need to either, get back into your spiritual practice, meditate, have a heart to heart with yourself, be your own parent, and really come to terms with what is transpiring around you and what these messages mean. Okay, because there's a way out of this, and you just kind of have to swim through the mud right now. But it wouldn't be in your favor to fight fire with fire. That's moving backwards, that's not moving forwards, and you might burn yourself along the way, especially if you don't see all of the details. All of the details are not being presented to you right now. This is why I say use your discernment, use your intuition to see beyond the lines, read between the lines, and like, if you are a practitioner of this stuff, if you want to whip out cards, read the cards, use it to see. Don't take things for face value. See what unfolds on a day-to-day basis. But at the same time, intuition would serve you a great deal right now, okay? It's not a time to be too overtly logical, too heady. But also don't be overtly imaginative and elusive, where things are just a little bit on a fantasy level, so to speak. So let's see what's going on for Wednesday and Thursday, the 12th and the 13th of October. Wednesday and Thursday, what do we need to know? Queen of Machetes. Page of Brooms. So, interesting. We have this card, Queen of Machetes, and Page of Brooms. All right. Okay, this tells me a couple of things. Queen of Machetes is a businesswoman, okay? She is direct. She is honest. She is truthful. She's very regal. She don't want you messing with her shit. She is about her shit, and so she doesn't want any confusion. She doesn't want any obscurities, any energy that does not belong there mingling with her path. And you can see here that she's directly leading you to do something that you know you need to do. Make your way, make yourself be known, clear the air with your truth, but also be tactful. We have ways, we have a variety of choices as to how we express ourselves and our internal natures. You don't have to play the blame game. You don't have to say, well, I feel like this because you did this and this and this. You could just be like, because of these circumstances that happened on a factual basis, it makes me feel X, Y, and Z. And I have reacted because of X, Y, and Z. And that's what it is. And now I'm clearing the air because I know that I need to do this based on what has happened in the past. I hope that made sense, because that don't sound like it made a lot of sense to me. But it might be ringing a bell in one of your minds. So anyway, the Queen of Machetes is urging you to step up to the plate and make your truth be known in any area of your life. You may be needing more structure. You may be needing to really sit down and establish firm boundaries for yourself. And this is the Queen of Perception. You can't hide nothing from her. So this is a time where it may hurt because it's, you're getting the truth. Excuse my French. You're getting the truth about a lot of things. And you're also getting a lot of gunk that you have to deal with yourself. And you're getting a lot of information as to how to cope with that. You can't hide right now. Right now, she's telling you to deal with it like an adult. Just go and take initiative and deal with this responsibly. Step up to the plate. Communicate, articulate, verbalize your discomfort. Make a path so that you can heal these two opposite forces and bring them together so that we can come to a solution. You should be very solution oriented. She doesn't make any excuses. And she's also in the process of cleansing her energy. Okay, I would say that this is a cleansing card in many ways. I would say that she She knows where she wants to go, and she knows how to get there. So if there's anything in her path that's not accordance to her sense of direction or her vibration, she is going to personally remove it. She ain't waiting for the universe to remove it. She's going to do it for her. So this may also pertain to belief systems, ideologies, philosophies, habits, people, environment, work ethics, emotions, anything that doesn't belong, that you now resonating, you can see clearly, you know, okay, this is a hindrance to my success, this is a hindrance to who I am and who I'm transforming to into, and I have to get rid of it. I have to take care of this personally. It's my life. No one else is gonna do it for me. And so the Queen of Machetes is very gung ho. Okay, for her to marinate in her own truth, when she knows that she gotta let somebody know, that is going to be torturous for her. Okay, she cannot hold anything. It's just going to come out. So it's better that you take action in letting people know your truth now, rather than imploding, because that's what's going to happen if you just keep it under pressure. It's going to explode inside of you, and you're going to take on a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be your casualties in war. It's not going to be nice. It's not going to be nice for you to clean up after that mess. It's not going to be nice for them, because it was unmerited, because you chose not to speak up when you needed to speak up. So that's your mess up. So do what you must to liberate yourself. This is a card of freedom. So your intuition telling you to go, you gotta go. And to reiterate that, you've got the Page of Brooms. And the Page of Brooms is a seeker, an explorer. You may not be resonating with where you currently are. You may be feeling there's something more to this. I'm on this level and I know I can get to this level. Yani, but like, how do I really make that leap? I need to look for baby steps that are going to get me there. So the Page of Brooms is an explorer. You see this pensive face on him. He's looking out into the future, determined with his broom to make his way. The broom is symbolic of the fire element, and fire just consumes everything. All right? No one's safe. So there's no questions. You're going to be in this very expansive state of being. What is mine? It can be very opportunistic. Like, how do I get my hands out there? If you're an artist, if you're trying to be big, if you're trying to make yourself known. Excuse me, I'm trying to move this chair and it's just not working out for me. It wants to be an ass. If you're trying to make yourself be known, this is a really great influence. You may be making amazing decisions for yourself right now that is solidifying the next couple of years of your life. Whether this is a physical move, whether this is a physical move, or making a decision in your career to change, making new commitments to yourself that you know you're not going to pry from. You know that you can see in the next 10 couple of years, or a couple of years, not to get 10 couple of years, that makes no sense. The next couple of years, that your investments and your commitments and your dedication and what you do now is going to blow you up in the direction you need to go. So this is really, really dope. It is saying that you have a lot of influence here to take over everybody. But it also is information that's saying that you need to be proactive in that search. The Page of Brooms is growth. So be prepared for growth. And when you're living in your truth, you grow tremendously. So there are a lot of things that are going to wilter and fall from your path, because they no longer abide by your belief systems. They no longer abide by your vibration. It just ain't working for you, and you don't need it. So you're looking to go above and beyond. You're reaching greater heights. You are now confident and you're secure with your sense of direction, and this is really you leading yourself, not needing external validation, not needing anybody to be like, you need to work a 9 to 5 in order to make it, or you really need to go about X, Y, and Z in order to have the career that you want. This is like, you know, screw that. I'm going to determine that for myself. I'm going to establish that for myself, and I'm going to figure it out a baby step at a time. I'm very opportunistic. I know what I bring to the table. I can smell when there's something, an opportunity out there for me, and I'm using all of my senses and my passion to lead me there. Very passionate middle of the week, because when we get fire and we get air, amazing harmonious qualities. Okay, air feeds fire. All right, so this is great for work. This is great for creativity. This is great for you leaving something and jumping into another situation. So if you've been thinking, you've been holding back on yourself from making that move, or talking to that person, or doing whatever it is that's been fearing and making you fearful, you're not going to feel like that anymore. You're going to feel like, you know, screw this, I'm ready. If I hold back, then what am I living for? It's a very daring, explorative card and influence, especially with the Queen of Machetes. The Queen of Machetes got your back. You can see through things. You could probably see long-term vision coming to life. If you take initiative on what you got to do right now, you can see that happening for yourself. So this is really good, especially from the freaking car wreck that we had in the beginning of the week. Oh, y'all be okay. You just really need to like step up your game and do some intuitive exercises, you know, truly meditate. Like I spoke about the Silver Life System last week, and you can YouTube that and do some guided meditations, and it gets you on your brain on point. But also, yeah, good to develop your psychic faculties. So what are we expecting, Spirit, from the 14th to the 16th, the weekend, the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of October, 14th to 16th? We're getting many pages. Many pages. Okay. Pages are the deliverers. Okay. They take initiative. They go with the flow. They're really gung-ho with knowing what course and what direction they should be taking. So we're getting the Page of Pentacles here. See how he's outstretching and reaching towards an ambitious goal. He's got it on his hands. He knows exactly what he wants, but now he's actually going to move towards it. And we've got the 2, 4, 6, 8. I always got to count this out. I should just start memorizing them. The 8 of Swords. All right, my computer's dying, so I got to go a little quick. Oh, crap. The Page of Pentacles is showing me new beginnings, a new gesture being offered to you. New job, new lover, new friends, new dynamics, new belief systems. You're ready. You know what you want. You have it in the palm of your hand. You're only concerned with the end result. You're only concerned with the details of where you want to end up. Okay, not like how am I going to end up there, but what is it going to look like? What is it going to feel like? What am I going to have? How am I going to be happy? How will my whole life change once this is actualized? And it's you finally making that firm commitment to that end result and saying, okay, I have it. I have the blueprint. I have the gemstone here. This is where I need to end up. And so he is making the physical effort of either putting himself out there into the universe and taking the leap of faith of saying, you know what, I'm going to let go and let God or let Goddess or let the universe take over. I'm going to fall back because I don't really know the in-betweens, and I don't know how am I going to ultimately get there, but I have such conviction and such faith in myself that I am going to get there, that I'm willing to now release myself from anything that I've been holding back on and not focus on all the little details along the way. I know that that is going to be provided to me as long as I trust the Queen of Machetes inside of me, my sense of direction, as long as I commit myself to the path, as long as I am disciplined, stable, and grounded, which is an element of the Pentacles, the Earth. Thank you so much. You're the best. Oh, I gotta plug it in here. Hold on. Yay. Computer won't die, so now I can yap longer. So because you're making this commitment to yourself, that changes the game in many ways. Because you've shown up. You showed up for work. You showed up with the essentials that you need for work, which is basically knowing what you want, right? That now the universe can give you everything, every little thing that's going to fall into your lap is going to be beneficial for you to get there. You just got to trust that it is going to get you there, regardless of what shape, form it comes in. And that is basically what the Page of Pentacles and the trial is in him taking on this voyage. He is starting off as a page, so he's not a king, he's not an emperor, he's not a queen, he's not an empress, she, whatever. And so they're kind of like on this fool's journey of self-trust and the initiation of, do you have what it takes to really manifest the vision that you have in your mind? Are you really about the life? Are you really about it? Are you really going to get it? Are you really faithful? Do you believe in yourself? Do you really believe that you are worthy of this journey? And mind you, the journey is just going to remind you that you have everything you already need inside of you, but you need to go through trials and tribulations to illuminate this this already like inherited power that you have. And so the Page of Pentacles is showing a shift in your matrix. It is showing that you are now changing a belief system, or you're now ready to eat and feed yourself and go after what you want. It can be the case that you're getting all these gifts. It can be the case that you're getting financial wealth. You're getting some sort of physical gift that is going to help you out along the way. It can come in the form of a friend. It can come in the form of guidance, physical guidance. It can come in the form of information. Just be open to what is going to be extended to you this weekend. Very, very powerful weekend. We got a super full moon, I believe. And Aries. And Aries is all about making it work, getting it done. Okay? Can't talk that much about Aries. I don't have that many Aries in my life. Boo-hoo. Maybe you can be in it. But Aries is about fire and being progressive and initiating, right? They're like in the beginning of the zodiac or algo así. Yeah. Yeah. I have some things about Aries. I love Aries, by the way, but like, yeah. So really, really dope energy to direct yourself, exactly if you want to land exactly where you want to go. This is phenomenal energy, and the Eight of Swords is going to show you where you're being a victim, where you're like, I don't want to wake up early, or I'm just going to make all these excuses. I don't know what I need to do. But you already kind of know along the way. So make sure that you don't sabotage yourself. That could be a card of self-sabotage. And so it's also showing you the woman draped in red and in bondage. And she don't even want to see where she's at. She doesn't even want to perceive the world around her. She's just like, I'm helpless and I'm just going to be eternally helpless. And I don't want to motivate myself to get out of this bondage. Where are you stuck? And why are you stuck? And how did you get stuck? And what's the value in being stuck? Maybe you should ask yourself that, because clearly if you're still in that position, you must be getting some sort of enjoyment in it, or there must be some sort of reward there for you. Otherwise, you would have gotten out of it by now. So it's very important for you to reflect upon your limitations and what you believe your limitations are. Things are switching. Maybe areas in your life where you were once stuck, confused, confounded about, really just unclear, are now opening themselves up to you. The path is being known to you. Maybe you're not fearful of it anymore, and you're going to be super empowering to yourself in making the way for you. I hope that made sense. It could also mean that you're dropping things and people behind that just put on a baggage. This is more of an individual journey. This is about you really making it work for you. And if you're hanging around energy that is limiting in any way and is holding you back and it's just tiresome, or you're hanging around people that always make excuses, or they're just still in the same situation that you left them in like a year ago, it's time to flip the switch, and it's time to go solo, and it's time to just kind of seek out the real for yourself. Seek out what is going to be your foundation, what is going to support you along the way, and what is going to kind of sustain your growth. Be your own fertilizer. What is your motivation? So that is the reading for the week. I'm going to finish this up with a pull from the Rumi Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Go check it out. If you're in New York City, you can probably pick it up from Namaste Bookstore. Google it. It's on it's somewhere in Manhattan, Union Square, around there, or you can get it on Amazon.com. These are very beautiful, holy cards. I love Rumi. He's a Sufi mystic with phenomenal poetry, spiritual, deep, resonating poetry. This is a deck, really amazing. Give me 1 second to pray. Spirit, please allow us to access your infinite wisdom and allow us to be illuminated and empowered to be one with your source, to waken up to your power within us on an individual and collective scale. We are coming forth to you to ask, what is it that we most need to know for this week that will best benefit us on our personal paths and collective mass scale information? Anything that we most need to know, please come out in love and light. Ashe. The right choice. This is an explosion of an angel. Bam. In your face. Okay. This is like reading a freaking soliloquy, so bear with me. It's kind of cute. Oh, wait, nope. Oh, I see. The right choice. Stay close to those who know about the heart. Choose the shade of a tree that is in constant bloom. Don't meander aimlessly among the herb sellers and potion vendors. Go directly to the shop that sells nothing but sweets. Don't sit waiting by every boiling pot to have your plate filled. Not every boiling pot is cooking what you want. Not every sugar cane is filled with sugar. Not every down has an up. Not every eye has vision. Not every sea contains pearls. And that is the poem from Rumi. This is your consultation. Within you, I recognize my most trusted friend. Ah, we go back a long way to before that moment when time began. We knew each other then, even before time was born. So I say, hello, my old and dear friend. So lovely for us to meet again. And I feel how your heart responds with a wave of love. For it is that love that is you, my most trusted friend. On the path of love, there is not so much wrong and right in the moral sense, so much as what is wrong or right for you. The mind cannot help so much here. Only the heart can speak such truth. The mind may reject it, recoil, analyze, and find all the reasons why the simple truth, the right choice of the heart, cannot possibly work and only lead to pain. That is what the mind does rather well, actually. But it doesn't mean the right choice, the heart choice, becomes incorrect. It means rather that the heart has outsmarted the mind, and the mind will need to bow to the heart, even without understanding its sometimes impenetrable mysteries. Or one can choose to stay in inner conflict, fighting against the right choice, but eventually love will prevail and the way forward must be taken. So, can you give up what you have planned, believed, or decided? Let the heart wisdom that silently and consistently broadcasts its pure and true intention into the fertile womb of the universe lead the way instead. It will lead you along the right path to the right house where sits the right master for you. He grabs you in a bear hug and gently whispers into your ear, "What took you so long? I've been waiting for you since the day you were born. Now we are together. It is time for us to play." It is said that the old man's meat is another man's poison. To base your choices on what others have chosen for themselves may end up killing you. Better to take your risk on the angel of your own heart, wise as that being is, and dance to your own heart's rhythm instead. There may be fear if others seem to be dancing different steps, but beloved, know that this is just because every heart has its own unique rhythm, and yours doesn't want to waltz so much as to tango. So why not allow it to be thus without fear or doubt? This oracle comes with a message for you. In your heart, you know what holds meaning for you. You may or may not have a grand vision to go along with that meaning as yet, but deep within, you know what is without value and what holds value for you. You were born with those values intact in your heart, and whatever confusion has arisen for you along the way is just where the values of others have transfused into your own blood. It is time for a transfusion of holy light into that blood to be cleansed and purified, restored to its integrity, and filled with passion for what is rightfully yours, your unique purpose and passion. If you have been concerned about your path and what steps to take next, this oracle comes as a good omen of things heading your way. Clarity, reassurance, truth, and revelation. Do not hold onto a belief system or vision if it appears to be tossed on its head. Let things go the way they will, and good fortune will prevail for you. That vision might actually have been upside down this whole time and suddenly been able to right itself and be born for you if allowed to topple. Maybe I didn't read that right. Or perhaps there is more fulfilling version of your vision lurking in its remnants to be scooped up by your soul with its hawk vision and eagle depthness. Trust that if you are being drawn away from a tantalizing sweet shop, there is a more delicious array of confection just around the corner for you. So yes, have your tantrum if you must, but you will be sheepish soon when you realize the hand of the great beloved that removes is the same hand that bestows even greater gifts. Sacred honoring ritual. Okay, I'm getting into the ritual mode, so you might want to slow this down or jot it down or rewind and do the ritual in your own sacred time, particularly maybe around the full moon on the 16th. Turn the palms of your hand down towards the earth. Say out loud, "With gratitude and trust, I release that which is not rightfully mine." Open your hands upward towards the sky. Say out loud, "I give thanks for the grace that is bestowed upon me now as I accept my rightful divine inheritance." Stand with your hands in prayer at your heart and say out loud, "I honor my heart's wisdom. May my heart always be my guiding light. Show me the way of grace. So be it." You have completed your honoring ritual. So that was beautiful. I think that was very prevalent for a lot of people who need to hear that in their personal journeys. I know it answered a lot of my own questions. And I think it really integrated well with the cards that were pulled for the week to come. I am sending you all the love, all the bendiciones in the world. I hope that you are safe. I hope that you're leading with your heart, and I hope that you're being very mindful along the way, and living in your magic. Sending you all the love. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe or share with a person in need, and don't hesitate to comment and let me know what's going on in your life. I read them. I'm trying to be all like Shiva Kali girl with 18 arms and writing back to everyone as much as I can, but it doesn't go unnoticed. So let me know what's going on in your life. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Be well, be blessed, and ashe.